Hello, Star Trek fans and collectors. Today, I'll be unboxing something very special. This is from the Wand Company, the same company that makes the replica phasers, and they have a communicator that works with Bluetooth. It's very good. I love those products. Well, today this is a new product from them. It is the Rock Mood Light, officially licensed, and it comes with a rock that is a light, and you activate it with a Type 1 phaser. So I've not actually opened this yet, so you guys will be experiencing this with me at the same time as I usually like to do it. So in case there is something I need to charge up, then I would pause the video and charge it and return. So let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at this new product from the Wand Company. I'm very excited. It says on the cover here, the box or the card, the contents has a rock, and it gives you the dimensions of the rock, and it has a phaser replica remote, and oddly enough, a survival blanket, and also a USB charging cable. So I guess there is some charging involved. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and move the camera down here so we can see a little bit better. I'm going to start opening this up. And there's a little tab there. Of course, we don't want to break the card or the box. Inside, you see there is a plastic cover that seems to protect everything. Let's go ahead and, oh, something dropped out. Let's see what that was. Oh, this is interesting. This is a emergency blanket. And it's one of those gold emergency blankets that you see, a survival type blanket. And I think that popped out from right here. From there. So there's also, this apparently is the USB charging cable. It comes with a little wire that holds it together. So, we'll get that ready. And then let's go ahead and get in here and see we can get to the rock. The little tabs here, and oh, that's very interesting. So I'm going to take that out, and it does appear to be down the bottom it looks like there are some batteries. I'm trying to open that up. There you go. Oh, you can put some batteries in it. But it also has a place for the connector for the cable. So that's very interesting. I'm not sure if you need that then or not, if you have batteries. Let me put that back in there. And then the last thing is the Type 1 phaser. I don't really see anything else in here, so I just set that aside. So, oh, and there also apparently is a little manual. It seems to be a manual. Let me see. Oh, yes. It is an instruction manual, which I will review at some point. Looks like there's a lot of information here, including information about the survival blanket. So it does seem to show how you can put batteries in them, how you can put the batteries in the charger. So let me see. Let's see. This is the Type 1 phaser. Let's have a look at it. And it seems to be, it's not a prop replica, but it is, in general, the right size. The little details that the Wand Company has in the Type 1 phaser, or the phaser case and kit they have, this isn't anything like that. This is basically just a suggestion of the Type 1 phaser with controls appropriate for operating the rock. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and I'm going to go ahead and load some batteries. You can see there is a battery compartment in here. I'm not quite sure how to open that up. It does show in the instructions, but so I'll get back to you in just a second after I figure it looked like a little screw there perhaps. I'm not sure about that. So I'll get back to you in just a moment, and we'll figure out, get it all wired up. Okay, so I'm back, and I did go ahead and load 2 AAA batteries into the Type 1 phaser. And it does make a terrific sound when you press the button. It makes the actual sound from the series, from the original series. As you can hear, it's very satisfying. And then I also found that you could just put batteries into the rock, and you don't need to plug it in. And that this doesn't actually charge it, apparently. It just gives it power. And I also discovered that it comes with a tiny screwdriver, and the screwdriver is good for opening the screw in the Type 1 phaser right here, which you have to do in order to change the batteries. So you have to unscrew that, put your 2 AAA batteries in here, and that will, and then, give it the power that it needs. There's no way to charge this. You simply have to change the batteries. Now the rock uses AA batteries, and there's no screw. You can just open that up. There's 4 AA batteries in there, and or you can just plug the provided cord into here, and so it has power all the time. You don't have to worry about the batteries running down. So what's really fun about this whole setup is that you can take your Type 1 phaser and point it at the rock, and it starts to heat up, just like in the series. I think there's a couple of episodes where they heat the rock up to keep warm. I don't remember oh, look at that. Now, this is the first time I'm actually doing this full on. And it lights up on all sides, and it's really cool. So this is a fun thing to do with your friends for cosplay, and then when you stop when you turn off the phaser, it starts to cool down. So that is interesting. Also, you notice there is there are some plus and minus buttons on the phaser, and I think, I'm not really sure about this, why these are actually here. Oh, well, here we go. I'm just pressing the plus button, and it did the same thing as with the phaser. So, now I'm wondering though, if you connect it with the power cable, if that will leave it, let it stay on. So I'm just going to go ahead and apparently it does not come with a charger block. So there's just the USB connector. So you would have to find a charger block to use. I guess anything from any kind of phone charger you have would be sufficient, or USB connection to a computer. I actually have a computer over here. Let's see if I can reach it. All right, so I was able to reach my the connector to my tower computer. So I'm just going to plug that in and see if there's anything different that happens. I'm going to go ahead and press the plus sign, and it heats it up. So now it's plugged into power. Let's see if it will stay. So yeah, I think that if you're going to have it plugged in, you can use it as a night light, and you don't have to worry about the batteries running down, obviously. So just keep it connected to a charger. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it for the for the rock. And so go out. It's not, you know, it's not as cool. I don't think it's as cool as the Wand Company phaser or the Wand Company communicator, which are very cool prop replicas and great for cosplay. This is just something not as expensive as those products, but it's still a fun thing to have, especially if you're a collector, and you can keep it on a shelf and keep your Type 1 phaser handy to activate it for your friends. And I think it's nice. It's whimsical, and I think it's a good market area, a good price point for the Wand Company, because most of their stuff is very expensive. But this is really not as expensive as a lot of those things. So, and I'm not exactly sure what the price is, but I can tell you it's not anywhere near one of the phasers or soon the Wand Company will be coming out with a tricorder, a full-on replica tricorder. I know you've probably seen the Playmates tricorder. It's not exactly the right size, so it's not really a good representation of the original series tricorder, but they will come out. The Wand Company is coming out with a full-size exact prop replica tricorder, which we're all waiting for very eagerly. So thank you for tuning in to my unboxing of the original series Star Trek Rock Mood Light. And live long and prosper, my friends.